Oh, buckle up. We got a good one tonight. Let's dive right in.
Christ.
What is the Antichrist?
What is the Christ? If you have to know the Antichrist, you have to know the Christ.
Right.
It's a Greek word. For applying a drug to your eyes so that they may be open.
That's what the Christ means in Greek.
Yes, it's from the verb chrio, to be stung by the gadfly.
What in the hell is he talking about? Let's find out.
Eventually, all life on Earth will be destroyed by the sun. The sun is gradually expanding, and so we do, at some point, need to be a multi-planet civilization because Earth will be incinerated.
I'm hearing this for the first time. No one's ever told me the sun is going to burn
This is not a
Earth.
disputed fact.
I'm not disagreeing with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I didn't know this was our destiny, to get roasted by the sun.
Yes, and I don't think there's anyone who would disagree with that.
I'm sorry, NASA have just found what? This may genuinely prove there is life out there and that it is far more advanced than us. I can't actually believe that I'm saying this. No! What the hell? So, this right here, I'm sure you are aware, is the James Webb Telescope owned by NASA. This, of course, being the $2 billion telescope, which they dropped, of course. They dropped a while ago. And now it is in space taking some pretty insane photos, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen. It recently has captured something absolutely mind-blowing that scientists cannot get their heads around, and everybody is just like, what the hell is going on? Proxima b, the name of this planet, which is an exoplanet, in the habitable zone of the red dwarf star. Proxima Centauri, which is the closest star to the sun. Now, how far away is this planet? Well, 4.2 light years, which actually in the grand scheme of things isn't that far. Now, for a while, scientists have been looking at this planet and been thinking, could this actually be a habitable planet? Could there be life on it? And well, we may now have an answer. Recently, on a photo captured, they seem to see city lights, like actual lights on this planet. Explain. Like, there was genuine light coming from this planet, and I'm not talking about just the star. There was tons, hundreds, thousands of lights like you would see on Earth from above, but on this other planet. So unless there is people here and actual city lights and everything, then what the hell is this? Please, can someone explain? This is crazy to think. Like, what if we're on the news on that planet? What if that planet is trying to find life out there and may have seen stuff about us? Like, it's just crazy to think. But of course, NASA are going to continue looking into this and see what else they find. Could this be habitable? Could there actually be life on it already? So I said that follow button and I will keep you updated.
And please remember, they are no longer called dwarfs. They're called little planets.
Now you have Elon that owns the satellites of the internet. He owns the chip that connects to your brain. He owns the AI, and he owns a social media platform that is powering the knowledge base of the AI. No wonder you want freedom of speech, because you want people to say everything of everything of everything so that the AI learns everything of everything of everything of everything. So that you feed it to your Neuralink that is connected to your satellites. If you put all of these scenarios in a comic book, it's a scenario and a recipe for disaster.
That's the everything on everything on everything, in case you want to know any of that.
So that the computer sees is actually much more than what you see if you represent it on a camera. It's got much more data. And even in very low light conditions, you can see that there's a small photon count difference between, this spot here and that spot there, which means that, so it can see in the dark incredibly well. Because it can detect these tiny differences in photon counts. That's like much better than you possibly imagine. And then we also save 13 milliseconds on a latency. From
removing the post-processing in the image?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
explain it.
Because we've got, 8 cameras and then there's, roughly, 1.5 milliseconds or so.
Come on.
1.6 milliseconds of latency, for each camera. And so,
come on now. You can do it.
Going to just,
let's go.
Basically bypassing the image processor, gets us back 13 milliseconds of latency, which is important. And we track latency all the way from, photon hits the camera to, all the steps that it's got to go through to get, go through the various neural net.
Oh, so my God, it's so hard to listen to this guy.
Like the image that the computer sees is actually much more than what you'd see if you represented it on a camera. It's got much more data. And even in very low light conditions, you can see that there's a small photon count difference between, this spot here and that spot there, which means that, so it can see in the dark incredibly well, because it can detect these tiny differences in photon counts. That's like much better than you'd possibly imagine. And then we also save, 13 milliseconds on a latency.
From removing the post-processing on the image?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Because we've got, 8 cameras and then there's, roughly, 1.5 milliseconds or so, maybe 1.6 milliseconds of latency, for each camera. And so, going to just,
he's killing me.
Basically bypassing the image process.
It will be years before that project becomes a reality. If it goes as planned, the journey to Proxima B will take about 20 years.
We have found a terrestrial planet orbiting Proxima Centauri. It's the nearest exoplanet we will ever find because it's the nearest star to the Sun.
A journey to Proxima B may take 20 years, but it's a trip worth considering.
What makes Proxima B interesting is that it's an Earth-like planet orbiting the nearest star to the Sun.
This planet is definitely the closest planet to the Sun that's not orbiting the Sun.
Recently, this exoplanet has caught the attention of scientists due to strange light emissions that challenge everything we know about the cosmos. Could this be proof of alien technology? With its Earth-like qualities, Proxima B is emerging as one of the most exciting possibilities in the search for life beyond our planet.
Is there another planet
that's exciting
to Earth? Tech behind SpaceX might just make it possible someday. Can we really get there? So here's the big question. We've found a planet that might be habitable, Proxima B, and Elon Musk is excited about it. Scientists say it might even have deep oceans and sit in the perfect spot for life. Of course, their story is that volcanoes, freezing oceans, and harsh temperatures erased it all. Before it got stuck in its tidal lock, before its oceans froze, and before those super hot volcanoes erupted again and again, this planet could have had a much friendlier environment. But
woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Communicate? Would they want to? These are the kinds of questions that move this conversation from science fiction to scientific urgency. Even if the lights end up having a natural explanation, they're still opening our eyes to how little we truly know about other planets. They might.
We don't know anything about these planets. Boy, I don't know what you guys know about Isaac Cappy, but remember this from back in the day? Back before it all got started.
Special Epstein Island edition. That's right, folks. Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, the man with the islands. Was this suspiciously close to Haiti? That's right. You see this man, Jeffrey Epstein, is funding lots of people. He's funding lots of people on the street to make sure his shit doesn't get out. That's right. They want the record sealed. And they're paying a lot of people. Epstein's paying a lot of people. Oh, boy. For one, he's got a whole Mossad media matrix in America. And I would bet you anything that Alex Jones is one of them. Prove me wrong. That's right, Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the building with songs about Epstein. It's Breakfast Jacket's Epstein edition. Guys, I had some epiphanies today. I had some real big epiphanies about some guys. A big network of guys and spies and lies and liars. Alright, think about this for a minute, okay? The guy in Portland, the scientist that just got busted for producing CP, that guy is 1 degree of separation away from Epstein. Epstein, the investor that lives in West Palm Beach, Florida. I know a guy who lives in West Palm Beach, Florida as well. Investor as well, also involved as well. And all is not well with these guys. The Florida boys, the Glow boys, the Scott Israels of the world. You see, Epstein is Hillary Clinton, and Epstein is Haiti, and Epstein is a big network of media assets. By the way, did you know that Steve Bannon was going to that guy for money? Also, Epstein is Epstein Oprah. Epstein is Chris Tucker. You remember him. Epstein is also Kevin Spacey. Epstein is also Prince Andrew. Epstein is also... Who else is Epstein? Who else is Epstein? Tell me. You guys know? Who else is Epstein? Is Epstein Big Pharma? Is Epstein Bryan Singer? Is Epstein Naomi Campbell? Yep, all of the above. All of the above. Who is Epstein? Epstein is the keystone of a whole motherfucking matrix. And once you pull it out, it all falls down. Dersh was there too. And that's right, we're dropping red pills every day. Dropping red pills in the best kind of way. This is brackets and jackets for the denizens of Ireland.
Oh my God, that guy's wild. He's got a lot of stories.
Jimmy Kimmel is compromised. Frank Giustra, but best buddies. You guys, all of this stuff is interconnected. If you want to get into the club, if you want to make the money, if you want the fame, you have basically have to sell your soul. And then, you know, the club is populated on the top, you know? It's all these people, and they all have that a little secret, and they've walked around with impunity, like, oh, nobody knows, and it's so fucking funny to them. I didn't think they would ever get caught. This has been going on for probably millennia. The people that have controlled all of the wealth have been part of it. But they aren't anymore. The Rothschilds are getting fucked as we speak.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Sounds like an aristocrat's joke I heard once.
Special.
Adele, name 3 names for your lady parts.
Mini Moose, a JJ, and a pizza. And a pizza is like when someone's name.
Steven Spielberg is Yep. See how easy that was, Corey? I didn't need $10 million. I'm not going to talk about Tom Hanks either, who is also a pedophile. Tom Hanks, folks, is a pedophile. I'm sorry if this is kind of bursting your bubble, all this information is new, but it's time that this comes out into the open because we are going to change the way everything works.
Not for long, Isaac. Not for long. 42.
Steven Spielberg is Jimmy Kimmel.
By the way, I'll just fucking out him. Jim Carrey called me up last week. I talked to him for 5.5 hours. He's like begging me to like get a deal with Q. Like he's afraid of the fucking brackets. I'm like, and it's just like yammering on with the crap, but like not owning up or doing anything fucking meaningful. Meanwhile, just lying to everybody. Guys, you are fucking cowards. You're going down. You're gonna fucking die. That's it. You're gonna die. If you ate kids, you're gonna fucking die. You can't get over that shit. That's a death sentence. You cannot fucking live.
He knew this years ago.
most dangerous truth teller in history wasn't a king, wasn't a politician, wasn't a scientist. It was a fucking jester. Because see, the jester had a strange privilege. He could say things that nobody else could. He could mock the king, question society, point out uncomfortable truths, and somehow avoid punishment. Why? Because he just wrapped the message up in entertainment. And once people are entertained, they stop defending themselves. They laugh and they listen, and the message slips right through.
Sacred symbol of the Illuminati, the all-mocking tongue. For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on.
But now here's where things get strange. What if the jester never disappeared? What if he simply changed costumes? Movies, televisions, cartoons, streaming platforms, you know, different stages, same role. Like, think about the Truman Show. A man discovers his whole entire life is manufactured. Or in The Matrix, when he wakes up from an illusion he thought was real. And there's so many more. Different stories, different creators, different decades, and yet somehow the same theme keeps repeating. Wake up, question reality, think deeper, because nothing is what it seems. Why? And if you know me, you know I don't believe in no damn coincidence. There's no such thing. But here's another idea that's been talked about for centuries. It's the idea that the truth is rarely hidden. It's revealed symbolically, indirectly, disguised as fiction, disguised as fantasy, or entertainment. It's because most people won't recognize the threat when it's wearing a mask. And so that is what makes the jester so fucking powerful. He never forces you to believe anything. He simply puts the message right in front of you and lets you decide what it means. Maybe these are just stories. Maybe these are just warnings or mirrors. Or maybe the modern jester is still doing exactly what it's always done. Standing the center stage, telling the truth, but trusting that the audience will call it fiction. Entertainment purposes only, TikTok.
Proxima Centauri b. Proxima Centauri b is the closest exoplanet to Earth. Orbiting Proxima Centauri.
How many things in your life beep? Think about this. You get in the car today. How many times does it beep? It beeps when you open the door. It beeps if you don't put on your seatbelt. It beeps when you do anything. Oh, you're getting a little close to the car to the right. It beeps. Think about your washer machine. It beeps when you open the door. It beeps when you close the door. It beeps when you turn it on. It beeps when you turn it off. Think about how everything is beeping, 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 beeping. This is just one sound technique that's designed to control your brain, to put you in a controlling state. Really? How do you train a dog? They have a clicker. You make the sound, click, and then you give the dog a treat. And the dog connects the sound of the click with the treat, or the sound of the click with the penalty. And then it learns. You are controlling the animal. The elites are doing the same thing. And that's just one sound technique. There are dozens that are being used. Example, you're in your house. You're sitting, it's quiet, there's nobody in your house. It's beautiful, you're peaceful. And then the power goes out. And all of a sudden you realize, wow, it's really quiet now. And then the power goes on, and then you hear for the first time that low-level hum of all the different devices in your house that's been in the background the entire time. That is a weapon being used to control your brain, to put you in a state of submissiveness where you will do what I tell you to do. This is a technique that's being used and has been used and is incredibly effective. Why? Because you never see it coming, and you have no knowledge that it's there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Beep, put your seatbelt on. Beep, put your seatbelt on. Beep, I'm putting my seatbelt on to stop the beep. The beep is pain. It's causing you to feel pain. It's irritation. It's annoyance. It's something you want to stop. And this is how we program you. It's a beautiful thing. I can program you. I can control you. I can make you do anything I want. That's what the elites know. If you become aware of this, now you start taking your power and control back. But if you are asleep and you're not aware of it, it's so easy to manipulate you and control you.
That's it, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Be sure and comment below. I don't care about subscriptions. Don't care about the likes. I want to hear from you guys back and forth. And then remember, next time they say, what's happening? You said there's no time. Right time. Screaming. All right. Out of here.